Welcome to the Fortitude Colts podcast. I'm your host, Lam, and today we're going to be recapping the Colts' victory over the Tennessee Titans as they win the first divisional matchup for the season, 41-20. They destroyed the Tennessee Titans. As I said, I predicted them to win 31-13, but we scored more and the Titans scored more. So let's recap the stats. Give me 1 second to share the screen. Um, Danny Dimes, baby. Let's start with Danny Dimes. 18 out of 25 for 228 yards. 9.1 yards per attempt, one touchdown, no interception, no sack, QBR 94.2, passer rating 113. Wow, what a game for him. Jonathan Taylor, he started off really slow, 17 carries for 102 yards, but still had 6 yards of carry. Three TDs, baby, three TDs, the hat trick, and that long 46-yard touchdown. He made like three guys miss. That was vintage JT. I think this is the best version of JT I have ever seen, better than the 2021 version, because the 2021 JT did not start this. He did not start this fast. So uh, yeah, he's looking really, really good. He's looking like the best version of himself. And Daniel Jones looking mobile as we've seen him in 2022. So that's good to see. Michael Pittman balled out. 6 receptions for 73 yards, one touchdown, and targets as well. So 6 for 6. Alec Pierce as well. I think he probably would have had more if he, brought that down. I thought that was a catch, but I hope he's okay. He had a concussion. He left the game early with a concussion, so I hope he's all right. And Tyler Warren continues to, pay dividends. Only 38 yards off 3 receptions, but 12.7 yards per reception. So that's good. Everyone is balling out. Daniel Jones continues to, spread the ball out, and I wish AD Mitchell had a catch, but it was deep shots from what I remember. So the offense continues to just ball out and not turn the ball over. Uh, they continue to move down every drive. They only had one punt, so I feel like we should have had that. Uh, what was I saying? Yeah, we should have converted there for sure. There was a penalty. There was a penalty. That's what I said. Brain fart right there. There was a penalty on that one play, but they pulled it back. So anyways, it doesn't really matter. 2 games without a punt is very impressive. And let's look at Cam Moore's stats. 23 out of 38. I think this is career high, 219 yards. I don't think he's thrown for over 200 yards his first 2 games. So, but 5.8 yards per pass attempt, not great at all. And he had that pick six on the third play of the drive. So shout out to Kenny Moore. I hope Kenny Moore is okay. He also left the game early. He got sacked 4 times. So this was expected for sure because the Titans were without 2 of their starting linemen. So this is this was very expected for me. We just got to get better discipline on the pass rush on the defensive side because Cam Ward just had opportunities to escape and either run it or throw on the run. So when we play quarterbacks like Cam Ward, because we play him twice, Geno Smith, Kyler Murray, and who else? CJ Stroud. I think we play another athletic quarterback, maybe Herbert, but we gotta keep contained and stay disciplined. The Russian defense was okay. I'll say, let's see, 86 yards, for 3.7 yards. Yeah, pretty solid. I feel like it felt worse for some reason. I don't know why. If is only showing 86 yards, maybe I'm missing something because I felt like they were getting. It was Chestnut, okay, number 36. He was just getting easy, you know, carries and averaging 13 yards per carry. He had that one long run, so I'm still kind of concerned on that run defense. But today we play a lot better. Only giving up 3.7 yards. Uh, about 4 yards per carry. That's still kind of average, but we're improving in that area. So, but the corners, this is my concern because Howard did not look good once again. Malachi Blackman was getting burnt toast by by Eric, number 5, Eric Ayomar. I don't know how to pronounce that, but the secondary without Now without outside of Cam Ward does not look too good. The cornerback, plus like I said, Kenny Moore left the game early, so he may be out because it's a calf strain. So uh, yeah, Cam Ward out. He went out there, spread the ball out. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight different receptions. So um, I mean, we were blowing them out by 20 plus points most of the game. So Lou Anarumo just decided to play too easy, play too soft on those zone covers. But uh, yeah, this was expected for me. I need to make a preview video because I was busy. But the Colts dominate, win the first divisional matchup of the season. I don't know who we play our next divisional matchup. I think it's Tennessee again because we don't play Texas till later in the season. Same thing with Jacksonville. So uh, yeah, yeah, the Colts just handle business. This was what I expected. Like I said, uh, I'm trying to look at any other highlights to point out. Offensive line continues to block well. 0 sacks for Danny Dimes. He should have got sacked on a one Houdini like type of play. But Danny Dimes is, he looks the same as 2022. He just slightly less athletic, but he can still move, outside the pocket. So that's really good for the offensive line. Not having to, rely on him to stay in the pocket as the pocket collapses. He can just, move out. And yeah, this offense is just continuing to just, impress us. It really impressed me so far because next week is a huge test against the Los Angeles Rams. We'll see. I'm very concerned on the secondary because Kenny Moore looks like he's not going to play. Alec Pierce is on concussion. I don't know if he's on the protocol yet, but looks like he will be on it. So I don't think he's going to play next week. So I'm going to be at that game in LA. So we'll see how this Colts team responds to a little adversity. But this team is locked in. This team is dialed in. Yeah, I just want to continue to see the not O line, defensive line, just continue to get some sacks, get some pressure because next week we're gonna need it against Matthew Stafford. That Rams wide receiver core is very stacked, and without Kenny Moore, I can't imagine what's gonna look like next week. But we do have Lou Anarumo. He's probably gonna, maybe bring in Cam Bynum to the slot, and then put Malachi Blackman as QB2, and then keep Chavez Ward obviously number one. And I don't want to see Xavier Howard because I was excited when we brought him for some reason because I was just hoping that he can, you know, be at least 75% of his prime. But nope, it is not looking good. He only had one good game in week one, but I feel like the Dolphins did not attack him as much, and other teams are starting to attack him. But Malachi Blackman looked just as bad today because he did have a good, he had a good game last week. I think he was third in coverage grade from PFF, but today he was getting dusted. So uh, we'll see what Lou Anarumo does, and I pray that the defensive line, decides to turn up next week because this is huge against the Rams. We need the defensive line just to go out there. But uh, yeah, special teams needs to they improved as the game go on, but in the beginning they were still giving up long returns. So we gotta work on that, man. Ever since Bobo Patron was not let go, he did go to the Rams, so he did not get fired, but he decided to move out. Ever since he moved on, and uh, who's our special teams that I forgot his name because it just hasn't been good. I'm very concerned about our special teams, but it is the times they have like 10 penalties and they shot themselves in the foot. They should have probably scored more, but um, yeah. What else? I'm trying to think. Spencer Strader did have one missed field goal, that 51 yarder, but I'm not too worried about it. It happens. It was his first ever attempt from 51, excluding that 60 yarder from last week that didn't count. So everyone is just freaking out. They shouldn't freak out on just one missed kick. So if we continue to miss over 50 yards, then that's a concern because we haven't had a good kicker since Adam Vinatieri. And Hasn't been good so far, but yeah, Colts win. They destroy the Titans. This offense is dealing. This defense is up and down. They still got some concerns on the run. Uh, yeah, linebackers gotta they gotta improve in coverage. They gotta maybe elevate Anthony Walker from the practice squad and see what's up because yeah, Tyreek Franklin is not good on coverage. He is not good at all in coverage. We gotta fix the middle of the field. I know Lou Rome doesn't like putting guys in coverage in the linebacker, but we have to. That's part of the game. And yeah, Joe Bach is pretty solid in coverage, but he's not good in the run. So we need a complete linebacker. So I guess we address that in the draft next year. But for now, we probably should elevate Anthony Walker from the practice squad. So that's my another concern. But yeah, Colts win. We're gonna go 4-0 next week. I did have us losing to the Rams on my preseason schedule, but we'll see. I'm gonna be there in LA since I live in San Diego. So but yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that like button, subscribe. This channel's still pretty new. This is week 3, so I appreciate you guys for supporting this channel. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, just hit that 5-star review, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I'll try to make videos, and yeah, let's go Colts, baby. Let's go 4-0. I'll see you guys.